Hello students, I hope this video finds you and your family safe and in good health. I'm sure all of you are putting all the efforts to score really well in your exams. So welcome to ICB lecture for biology. Now before I start, I want to inform to you people that we'll be sending you a lot of material as your ICB lectures part, which you will have to go through, study thoroughly, and therefore be fully prepared for your board exams. Now in this video, I'm mostly going to talk about how our paper pattern is, what is the weightage for each chapter that we have, and so on. So starting with question number 1. First, science and technology, when we talk about, is a 100-mark paper overall, divided into two parts, that is the written exam for 80 marks and a practical exam for 20 marks. Now written exam further is divided into science 1 and science 2 for 40 marks each, and the timing for which is 2 hours each. So when we look at the marks, 40 marks, 2 hours, that is 120 minutes, we can roughly say that we get 3 minutes per mark that we solve in our paper. Okay. Coming to the paper pattern. Now for question number 1, we have no options. All of them have to be solved compulsorily. All right. So question number 1 divided into two sub questions, A and B. The first, A, is going to be objective type questions. 5 questions of 1 mark each. And we have to solve these 5 questions. 3 minutes each. We get 15 minutes to solve. But because these are all objective type questions, it is going to be very easy for us to solve them in about 10 minutes. Now, when I say 10 minutes, you are still giving 2 full minutes to write one objective type question, and I think that is more than enough. So here we are saving 5 minutes. So if you look at the top right, we have 5 minutes as our reserved time. Then we go to question 1B. Again, these are going to be 1 mark questions. To be precise, these are going to be multiple choice questions. 3 minutes for 5 marks, 15 minutes again. But because MCQ based questions, we can easily solve them in about 10 minutes. So here as well, we have 5 minutes as our reserve. That adds to our reserve time. That goes up to 10 minutes. Now we come to question number 2. This is also divided into 2A and 2B. Overall, there are going to be 8 questions, out of which you have to attempt 5. Question 2A consists of give reasons, and question 2B will consist of different short answers. So each question carries 2 marks here, 5 questions to be solved. Again, you have 5 into 2, that is 10 marks. Each mark you have 3 minutes, so a total of 30 minutes you get. Now, when you break it down, you can easily complete this in a span of 25 minutes. 5 questions, 5 minutes, right? So 25 minutes will be done. So you add to the reserve time 5 more minutes that you've saved here. So after question 2B, you have saved 15 minutes overall. Now we go to question number 3. Here, 8 questions are given, out of which we have to solve any 5. 3 mark questions each. So that goes to the count of 15 marks, 3 minutes each. The total time required will be 45 minutes. Now, because these questions will be brief answers, they will be answers based on diagrams, or you have to draw a diagram for it. Or from chapter number 5, there can be a numerical asked. So we'll utilize the full timing that is required, 45 minutes here. Do not forget you have 15 minutes as reserve time. I'm sure even in this question, you might be able to save at least 5 to 7 minutes. But still, we will consider that we are using the entire time. Then we go to question number 4, the last question and the most important one, because out of 2 questions you have to solve one, and this one is going to be for 5 marks. Now when we talk about these 5-mark questions, you have seen throughout the year how we have asked in our papers. This 5-mark, if we look at the timing, 3 minutes for 1 mark goes up to 15 minutes. And the type of questions asked here can either be a long answer with which you have to draw a diagram, or there'll be a diagram and some questions asked below it, a paragraph based 5 question answers. So overall, when we look at this can also be done within 10 to 12 minutes, but we will again utilize the entire timing of 15 minutes here as well. So after you've written the entire 40-mark paper, you are still left with 15 extra reserved minutes. Now, why did we save these 15 minutes? What are we going to utilize them for? The number one and the most important one with respect to your board papers is the paper presentation. We have to focus a lot on this paper presentation because you are going to make an impression on the paper corrector. Now, when I talk about paper presentation, the lines need to be drawn, the important points need to be marked, important words need to be underlined, diagram needs to be put in a proper table with pencil, labels preferably to one side of the diagram. The entire diagram needs to be named properly. For example, if it's a human excretory system, you have to name it below in a small box attached to the diagrams box. Second, you have to recheck your paper. Basically, rechecking means verification if you have written proper question numbers, checking if the numericals are correct, if your answer is correct. Labeling of diagrams, as I said, try to make sure that you have all the labels on one side of the diagram because it makes it look neat. Third, attaching all the supplements to the main answer sheet. Do not keep anything for the very last minute. You want to have the paper completely properly done before you are asked to submit the paper. Now let us understand how the marking scheme is going to be from the new paper pattern. Total marks, again I said, divided into 2, 100 marks into 2, written exam and practical. Written exam 80 marks, practical 20 marks. Out of 80 marks, paper 1 is for 40 marks, paper 2 is for 40 marks, and practical exam is for 20 marks. So for the written papers, you get 2 hours each, and for the practical exam, you get 1.5 hours. Now, when we talk specifically about Science 2, let us see the weightage of each chapter that we have. You can take a minute and you can take a screenshot of this. Overall, if you look at all the diagrams, all the chapters here, you will see that on an average, each chapter has a weightage of about 3 to 4 marks, which means that you cannot absolutely leave any chapter in option. Especially when we talk about chapter number 4, 5, 9, and 10. According to the previous year board rules, question number 2, 3, and 4 will compulsorily have 40 to 50% of questions coming from these 4 chapters, which are based on EVS. So out of the last 22 marks, at least 10 marks is going to be from these 4 chapters. So again, it is something that is very important. Please do not think of these chapters as very easy and leave them in option. These are in fact the chapters where you are going to score well. Okay. So again, talking about the paper pattern in general, we have question number 1, 2, 3, 4. Question number 1 divided into 2, sub question A, sub question B. Sub question A, 5 sub questions, 1 mark each. All sub questions compulsorily to be attempted. What type of questions can be asked here? So it can be fill in the blanks. It can be match the following, state whether true or false, odd one out, complete the analogy, name the following, give examples for. So these are all the type of questions that can be asked. Obviously combinations. Sub question 1B. Again, 5 sub questions. All of these are going to be multiple choice questions. So for these questions हमें अच्छे से टेक्स्ट बुक भी रीड करना है and make sure the notes that we've given, the master keys that we've given, you go through all of them very thoroughly. Then we come to question number 2. 3 sub questions for 2 marks each. This is question 2A, out of which 2 have to be attempted for 2 marks each. This can consist of give scientific reasons, draw a small label diagram, or it can be a diagram based scientific question. Question number 2B, 5 sub questions of 2 marks each, out of which 3 have to be attempted. Again 6 marks overall because 3 into 2 marks each. Here a label diagram can be asked. Diagrams will be given, you have to label whatever is missing. Short notes can be asked, in which you have to mention at least 4 important points. For 2 marks you have to write 4 points at least. For 3 marks you have to write 6 to 8 points at least. So make sure you are writing crisp answers, important points first. Define the following terms. Distinguish between, again somewhere that students go wrong. When we talk about distinguish between, there has to be at least 2 points of differentiation. Please do not think of an example as a point of difference. Okay, examples if present can go to the third point, but the first 2 points have to be the points of differentiation between the two. Write the functions or uses of the following. Complete the flow chart. As I've already told you, people and other teachers as well must have told you about all the flow charts that are there in the textbook. Very, very important, can be asked for these 2 and 3 mark questions. Please make sure you are learning them very properly. Then we go to question number 3. 8 sub questions of 3 marks each. 5 have to be attempted. That gives us 15 marks. Here there can be one single question for 3 marks, that is answer in a short, or there will be one definition for 1 mark and a short answer for 2 marks. These are all probable combinations. Okay, again there can be 1 line questions asked, 3 questions in 1 question, 1 line question and then a diagram for 2 marks. Identify the diagram or a picture based question. Numerical from chapter number 5. So all of these can be asked. Okay, these are all probable question types. Then we go to question number 4. Usually 2 questions are asked, 5 marks each, out of which we have to attempt 1. These can be a passage based question where 1 passage will be given, 5 one-line questions will be asked. It can be directly from the textbook, or it can be a concept which can be given from the textbook. There can also be 1 one-line question and then 2 questions of 2 marks each. And if possible, make sure that the diagram is given. Okay. So for example, if you have write a note on human excretory system for a 5 mark question, make sure you are drawing the diagram as well, even though if it is not mentioned. We do not want anyone to cut a mark without reason. Do not give them that option. So make sure your paper is up to the mark. You must have a thought, sir, can we attempt extra questions? If you are very sure about all your answers, I would suggest that you do not go for extra questions, even though you have extra time left. If you are unsure about one answer, then you solve that one answer at the end. Okay. Now, when we go to basics of how to write the answers, talk about give scientific reasons. Number 1, you have to give appropriate reason in a point-wise pattern only. You should not be writing paragraphs on why. Okay. You have to end an answer with the question statement by using the words hence or therefore, like we used to do in our lower classes. When we talk about draw a well-labeled diagram, arrowheads specifically needs to be pointing towards the diagram and not towards the label. This is one very, very common mistake that your students do. Arrow pointing towards the diagram. Then relevant additional diagrams to be drawn wherever necessary. For example, if you are writing a short answer for 3 marks and if there is a diagram associated with it, make sure you draw that diagram. As I said, remember, you should not give any corrector a reason to cut even half mark. Write short notes on, mention at least 4 important points. If it is a 2-mark question, if it is a 3-mark question, at least 6 important points. Make sure you are doing these basic things. Define the following terms. Definition should be well learned. Remember, students, definition is something that is original. You do not put it in your own words. No changes will be accepted. You will be losing marks. Okay. Make sure you are keeping the statement as it is from the textbook. Distinguish between, as I've already told you, there should be at least 2 points of differentiation. Example is not considered as a separate point, but it can be added in the third point. So I hope this video helps you. You can go through it once again. Also, the material that we'll be sending to all of you, please make sure you go through it very thoroughly. A very, very, very big best of luck from Team Biology to you all. I am sure you people are working really hard. Only a little time left. Make sure you are making the most of it. Thank you so much and all the very best.